Guys, it's Kristi. Welcome to my channel. We've been using Instacart to buy our groceries ever since we've been in quarantine. And so today I'm going to show you what I do to prepare for my groceries to arrive. And also I'll show you the haul. Now I'm also going to include a little bit of my morning cleaning that I do in my kitchen just because I needed to do that before my groceries arrive. If you're just interested in seeing the haul, I'll put a timestamp so you can skip right to my grocery haul. And this was all things from Costco for this particular grocery haul. This is our third time using Instacart for ourselves, and we used it one time so far with my mom. She lives in another state, and we used it to help her get groceries because she's 81 and we don't want her going out to the grocery store. So far, we have really liked it, and so we've just continued to use it for our groceries. This is our second time using it to shop at Costco, and then we've also used it one time at our regular grocery store. This video was filmed on a Monday morning, and that Sunday night before, we went onto Instacart and we started doing our grocery list in Instacart. So it's the app that you just open up, and Whitney's the one that does it, but we sit down together and we talk about what we want and make our list. And then that morning, on Monday morning, we had most of our list ready, so we just reviewed our list and then added maybe a couple things to it, and then we went ahead and submitted our order. So we submitted our order before the store actually opened, but I knew that they were going to be coming soon. So far, our experience with Instacart has been that they come pretty quickly after you order. They've usually picked up our orders right away and started shopping, and within a few hours, we have our order at the door. So I knew I needed to do things to get ready. The reason I'm dressed the way I am is because I had gone for a walk right after we placed our order. I knew I had time to go for a walk, so I did that. And then I came back and immediately started cleaning up my kitchen from the night before. So I was just unloading the dishwasher and cleaning up everything in the kitchen to get it ready. So I wanted to make sure that I had cleaned everything, put it away, and wiped down all of my countertops before I ever started doing anything to prep for the groceries. So in this first bit of footage, that's what you're seeing me doing. It's just all of the cleanup that I needed to do from the night before, just to make sure that everything was put away and my kitchen was ready to go and clean.
Question marks, with broken hearts. I went home my life without you. Something right could be so wrong. Carry on, cause I know I have to let you go. I know it's bad to take a leap into my world of fantasies, but we will make it all the way somehow. But I know now when I wake up, I just have to put my feet back on the ground.
Once the kitchen was clean, I came in with some beach towels and I spread them out on the countertops so I would have that down for my groceries. I like to put my groceries on top of the towels when they first come into the house.
We will make it all the way somehow. But I know now when I wake up, I just have to put my feet back on the ground. And you will come back, oh my God, it's you again. We were more than friends, darling, how you've been. I missed your smile.
We also had some lemons and limes that we had been using, and we ordered some more for this order, so I wanted to go ahead and use up some of the ones from before, so I decided to make a simmering pot. So I'm just taking some of the limes and slicing them, and then I did the same thing with some lemons, and I also took just a little sprig of our rosemary. I didn't want to cut too much of the rosemary for this, but I find that when you do a simmering pot and you add herbs to it, it just makes it that much better. So I went ahead and put the simmering pot on so that way my house would start smelling fresh and clean, and I feel like with the lemons and limes, it really makes it feel like spring. As I was prepping and getting everything ready for the groceries to arrive, you might have noticed me looking at my phone, and the reason I kept looking at my phone is because I was looking to where she was shopping on the Instacart app. What it'll do is it'll show you what item she's already purchased, and then if she has to replace an item or they don't have an item, then it'll show up on the app. But if she's replacing something, for example, she had to replace my honey from the type I had ordered to a different kind, then it'll show you what she's replacing it with, and it'll give you options to change it to a different thing if they have other options, and then you can either accept or decline what she's doing. So for the honey, I just picked a different one that I wanted, and it was different than the one she was gonna substitute for me. So I like that about the app. So the app is really good, and one of the things Whitney said during one of our Instacart shopping trips, that, you know, our virtual trip, because we're not the one shopping, he said, whoever knew that watching your app on the phone for grocery shopping could be so much fun. And so we've actually kind of really been enjoying it. And as I was doing everything to prep, Whitney was working, but he would keep coming out of his office to see if the groceries had arrived yet and where I was in the whole process of getting ready. Once the groceries arrived, I started bringing everything in and putting them down on the towels that I had set. And one of the things that I bought were some flowers. So I had also gotten out a vase to be able to add some water and just set the flowers in the water until I was ready to do something with my flowers.
I'll walk across the room just to show you that I'm still around. Somewhere later when the sun goes down. Oh, you know I'm serious. I'm serious. I will keep you all to myself. Oh, you're so mysterious, mysterious. I can't keep my hands to myself. I'll walk across the room, show you
The next thing I do once all of my groceries are in the house is I go ahead and I wipe them down with some disinfecting wipes. I had posted this on Instagram and somebody asked where I had gotten my wipes, and these are some that we already had before we moved. In fact, the one that I'm using now is a pack that I unpacked as I was unpacking boxes that had been somewhere. And this is one of those things that I had tons of disinfecting wipes at my old house before we moved. Some were just cleaning wipes and some were disinfecting wipes, and I ended up keeping them back and using them as we were cleaning the house, and whatever we had left over we ended up throwing away. And I cannot even tell you how many of these containers of disinfecting wipes we threw away. You know, hindsight's 20/20, right? Just a few weeks later, now we're having to do this. Little did I know what situation we were gonna be in right now. Primarily, we needed some fresh produce, and then we also needed some flowers. So I'll go through real quick and just show you what we got. So we got some of these power greens, which I like these because they're great if you want to use them in smoothies, or I like to just cook them down and just have them as a side dish. Then, okay, I'm not gonna do that again. I'm gonna set the flowers over here. I just put my flowers in water. That was one of the main things that I wanted. And then I got some tomatoes. We like this mix where you get different variety of tomatoes. We have got 2 things of avocados. We like getting our avocados from Costco. One of the things I like, besides the price, because I think they have a decent price on them there, but they also come very hard, so I like it because they last longer. I leave my avocados out for the first few days, and then once they start to soften a little bit, I put them in the refrigerator. And then if it turns out that we haven't used all of the avocados and they look like they might be getting ready to go bad, I will actually take the entire avocado and put it in the freezer. They freeze really well. Now, you wouldn't want to eat it just like slices, but for guacamole or smoothies and things like that, it's really good. It does, like I said, the texture's not great for just slices, so you definitely wouldn't want to eat a frozen one that way, but they freeze really well. Then we got some mixed fruit, and all of these containers have been wiped down and disinfected. We got some blueberries. I'll go through once we're done and wash some of the fruit and just get it ready to go. Then we bought 2 things of spring mix. So I like this, just being able to grab some lettuce, put on sandwiches, make salads. It's so easy. One of our favorite vegetables is asparagus, and I like getting it at Costco. These are a little small. Usually they have the bigger ones, which we tend to like better. But I like it because I cook up a whole batch. I just roast it, and then we have it to eat on for at least a week. We like steaks. Well, Whitney likes steaks more than I do, but we eat a lot of steaks. So these are some ribeyes, and then we also got some of the New York strips. And Whitney is very particular, and he likes the prime beef. They do cost more, but he feels like they taste a lot better, and I do too. They're just more tender. And then we got some honey. So I always buy raw honey. So this is organic raw honey, but I don't really care about organic, but I care that it's raw. And the coarse ground black pepper, we go through a lot of this, so I needed some more for cooking. And then we had ordered some sliced cheese. I guess they didn't have it, so she replaced it with the block cheese, so that's fine. We'll just have to cut our own slices out of this. And then for cucumbers, I ended up getting the English cucumbers. I like these better because they last longer. They do have the little ones at Costco that I'd like sometimes, and if it was under normal circumstances, I would get those, but they don't last very long. So right now, I wanted some that would last longer in the refrigerator. And then some baby bella mushrooms. Then I got 2 packages of this butternut squash. I love butternut squash. I'm thinking I'm gonna roast this up and make a soup out of it. So I ended up getting 2. I'm not sure if I'll use both for the soup or if I will use one in the soup and one just roasted up to have as a side dish. I've been seeing everybody else baking, and I haven't had any flour to do much baking with. So I ended up buying some almond flour. I do have some cassava flour, and I bought some more the other day at the regular grocery store with an order from that. But now I have almond flour, the cassava flour, and then we did buy some all-purpose. Now we ordered the smallest package that they had, but they apparently didn't have that, so she replaced it with the 50-pound bag. And at first I almost told her not to do it, and then I got to thinking, I don't have any flour, I want to bake. I'm thinking I might try making some breads and doing some different things. So I went ahead and just bit the bullet, and I just went ahead and got the big package because I really wanted it. We like these little snack packs with the salami and cheese. It just makes a quick snack, and sometimes we'll even eat it for breakfast if we're not that hungry or don't have a lot of time. We'll just eat that for breakfast. We're getting low on pasta, so we ordered some pasta. We haven't tried this yet, but this is the organic fettuccine, and it looks really good. And then we don't normally get this because this isn't the type of pasta we get, but it's all they had. And right now, beggars can't be choosy, right? So we got this organic pasta. So it's just the different shapes, and it's 3 different types. And it looks like there's 6 packages total in here. This is Rao's homemade marinara. I was really excited to see that they carry this at Costco now. And let's see. So the ingredients on this are so good. It's just whole peeled tomatoes, olive oil, onion, salt, garlic, basil, black pepper, and oregano. So there's nothing artificial in this at all. Just pure goodness. So we ended up getting 2 of those, so that's 4 jars total. We picked up another bag of onions and then some oranges. I know it's a lot because from Costco they always give you a lot, but I'm gonna make some different drinks with these. And then I like the lemons and limes. I always buy lemons and limes there because I use it as decor. And then I also eat lots of lemons and limes. And then I can also do things like the simmering pot, which I love. This is something we don't normally eat, but Whitney wanted something that he could just have for a quick breakfast on mornings where he just needs something to go. And so he ended up getting these croissant, sausage, cage-free, egg and cheese sandwiches. So I'm not sure if he'll like these or not. They're not the best for you, but right now, again, we're just doing like everybody else and making do, right? We also ordered some peanuts, and these I told y'all about in my recent video where I talked about my favorites, and it was the Sonoma Creamery Bacon Cheddar Crisp. I told y'all about these at the very end of that video. I bought 2 bags of these from Costco before the quarantine started, and then I've gone through those. I've eaten both bags, and they're so good. You can do so many things with these. I like just eating them plain, but like it shows in the picture here, you could certainly make little hors d'oeuvres with it and put cheese and different things on it. But I am loving these. I think these would also be good if you broke them up and use it as like a coating for something. So yeah, these are just really good and I've been enjoying them. And the last thing we got, Whitney wanted some beer, so we got that. Oh wait, no, there is one more thing. I saved the best for last. I'm so excited about this. So the other thing we got, come over here and I'll show you. We were able to get toilet paper. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so excited. Y'all have no idea. We haven't gotten any new toilet paper since this whole thing started. So now we have toilet paper, and we still had some. We hadn't run out yet. We've been very conservative with it, but this makes me happier than you could even imagine. With our previous Instacart orders, we've tried to get toilet paper, but they either didn't have it at the store or they wouldn't even show it to let us choose it on Instacart. And we knew that people were getting it because we've talked to other people and knew that others were getting it. So we were very excited when this showed up, and it did show up on Instacart as the Kirkland brand, the Costco brand, but then when she was doing her shopping, I saw that she had to trade it for this, and on Instacart you can accept the trades that they make for you, and I instantly pressed that accept button when I saw that she had this because I prefer Charmin anyway, so I was thrilled about that. I already put the groceries away. I did that without filming it because Whitney was in and out. He had a lot going on with work and just had a short bit of time before he needed to eat lunch. So what I did was put the groceries away. It's a lot quicker to do it when I'm not filming it. So I put everything away and then we ate lunch. I've cleaned up after lunch and I've changed clothes, as you can see. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take care of my flowers over here and put them in the vase. When we placed our order, I ordered 2 bunches of flowers, and the Instacart shopper did buy 2 bunches of flowers, but then she made a critical mistake when she was delivering. She had shopped for us and another family at the same time, and she must have delivered their groceries first because she ended up giving them one of our flowers. They had a birthday girl and they had ordered flowers also, and she knew one of the 2 people she shopped for had bought 2 bunches and one had bought only 1 bunch, and she ended up giving them the 2 bunches because she knew they had a birthday girl, so she was thinking they would have been the ones to order 2 bunches. So I didn't get as many flowers as I wanted, and I knew they weren't gonna fill my vase up as much as I would have liked. So I just started out doing the best I could with my arrangement. I started with 1 vase, and then as I was working, I was just playing around with what I wanted to do with the flowers. And I ended up changing to another round vase that had a smaller mouth opening, but it was still bigger than what I needed for the amount of flowers that I had. So what I ended up doing was making my arrangement so that it faced more forward versus facing, flowers all the way around. The back of it is gonna face our patio door, and we're not really gonna see that anyway. Normally, I would have liked it to have flowers and be a full arrangement all the way around, but under the circumstances, I was just working and doing the best I could to make it work. So I think it turned out okay. It's definitely not my best one, but I do like how it turned out, and I'm just so happy to have fresh flowers. We've been loving getting flowers every now and then. I've ordered a few times from my friend Felicia at Menagerie Flowers, and if you're not aware, the flower industry is definitely struggling right now, so I like to try to support them, besides the fact that I love fresh flowers anyway. Not only did I just want the flowers to have some beautiful fresh flowers, but I'm also going to be doing a tablescape coming up soon. So make sure you're subscribed and turn on your bell notifications so you won't miss that video. It's going to be a collaboration with quite a few of my other YouTube friends, and we're all doing tablescapes. Some of us are doing more spring, and some are going to be doing a Mother's Day tablescape. So I know y'all are going to love those. I can't wait to see what everybody does, because this group of ladies, let me just tell you, they show up. So I'm excited. That video is going to be coming out Saturday. So I'm going to be using these flowers on my table and making my tablescape around these flowers. Once I had my flowers arranged, then I was done for the day and I was able to just relax, and we were hanging out, and then I got a special call, and I was so excited because it was our real estate agent, who is now a friend of ours, and she was calling to tell me that she was gonna come and drop some Meyer lemons and some grapefruit at our door. So she has a friend who has a tree with Meyer lemons, so that's where she gets those, and she has a grapefruit tree. So she had picked a bunch, and she brought us all of these grapefruit and Meyer lemons. So that evening I just washed everything. I've already started using some of them, and the grapefruit are so delicious. So I was really excited to get these, and I'm thinking this is gonna be one of my favorite parts of California, is just all of the beautiful fresh produce that we're gonna be able to get. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join our community, and make sure you turn on your bell notifications so you won't miss a video. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.